in this situation, they could just go for a top laner like Asante, or in this case, Renekton, and really give Deft the most information possible before committing to his pick.
I'd still like the Rel. Personally, I'm kind of okay with it. But no, it's going to be Neela. Neela's coming in. All right.
Budget Rel.
Yeah, I guess it's just another Rel. And Life can pick it up. Of course, Rel Kaiser has been a decent lane.
Awful spots. But when the enemy team has so much dive, you kind of... It's ideal for a champion like Neela, who's so good at surviving against, who has that ability to dodge autos. You get a good matchup for Kana as well into the Aatrox, and it means that even if the Neela isn't super far ahead, the Azir and the Renekton will be able to carry in the longer fights.
And the thing about Aatrox in this meta is it's not a Gore Drinker meta, although I feel like in this draft you could make an argument.
In the early game to really make things a problem. Speaking of problems, Showmaker is just very happily...
I was going to say, it's a great point. The fact that you have a Nocturne as well, you know, everyone's wanting a bailout, no one's going to get it, and Grizzly's trying to fight here.
I don't know about this, as Grizzly is just trying to keep his back away from the wall, but Showmaker's moving in first. There's the heroic charge, splash out from Canyon, and first blood to Showmaker again!
And Ari behind on the play. Zeka didn't have prio, he just teleported back to lane. Showmaker should be able to get out. Wait!
Oh, Zeka is going to flash for it. Tries to find the Orb of Deception, doesn't quite get there. The Charm is going to connect to Showmaker. He still has his flash available. Zeka not going to be able to flash to follow. Kana also in a whole host of trouble as Showmaker flashes to the wall and manages to get the soldiers over, but he's not out of the woods just yet. We will have another Foxfire. Zeka will have another opportunity at a skill shot as he looks for the charm and doesn't get it. Just barely. Getting away there as Crashdown comes through from Live. Showmaker in a bit of trouble. Dustbringer going to connect.
But Showmaker once again dodges away.
Ooh, slice, dice, Dominus here for Kana doing a lot of damage to Kingen. He tries to find the Q, does get there as Grizzly turns up. Flash is available and not even used. Grizzly gonna get them on the board.
All right, Grizzly making some plays here, top side, trying to get the pick on the Canyon, was unsuccessful, but then is able to, this one happens down here.
Yeah, Pulverize does come through. Live gonna have to crash away from this one as well. The flash forward from Deft, he's looking for it and he'll get it. Now Viper trying to fight back as Deft is relatively low, but look at Kellen.
Deft is down his flash, but man, this could have been a lot worse as well. And then up here, top side here, Kingen is down his ultimate, so Kana decides to commit his W here and all in with the ultimate, but unfortunately Grizzly comes down here and Kana decides not to flash, so ultimately is killed.
Yeah, and Kingen actually hitting the minion with his Q to get the level up, so getting a bit more healing from that third Q as well. Just confident you get his jungler backing him up, and yeah, here's the play. Once you're in melee range, like, they just can't do the damage in return. The Alistar's so bulky, and Deft able to mitigate so much damage with his W.
On these next team fights, this next Drake fight is pivotal.
Is Kingen gonna be okay is the question. There's the flash headbutt pull from Kellen, and Kellen's saying absolutely not. He's not even gonna flash, doesn't want to waste it because he knew he was very dead if you are in range of it, as Kellen just having fun with his Hex Flash. And here's the flash, Magnus Storm, Life finds one with it as Kingen gets into the backline. Emperor's Divide is fantastic, the Infernal Chains come in, but the Pulverize from Kellen. Grizzly going down so low, but he'll be able to take the Azir with him. They're looking for more. Kingen is gigantic, and Deft will be taken down. This is the World Championship MVP Kingen coming for you in this game 3. And he'll look for even more. The Infernal Chains log it down, and he still lives.
Yeah, Ori can't help pick with Viper, but if you get to be the first ones on the play, I think the advantage is really huge. Is Kana in trouble?
He's going to get ulted, does Dominus, makes sure that he can get that one out, but it's not going to save him. That's going to be a very comfortable kill. They have the split right now. Kingen looking for that flank angle as the Dominus does come through. Live looking to get in there as they do break away, and now Emperor's Divide. Oh, it's going to break off Zeka, but can they actually find more is the question. Deft flashes the wall. They managed to pick up two, but the Neela will still go down. Kana deals with Viper though, and I don't know whether Kingen's going to be able to do the same heroics this time around.
Clean them up. The Azir survives, and they're able to turn around this engage.
And Kellen as well, keeping Kingen at bay as best as he can here as well. And when this engage comes through, Showmaker's reaction time is perfect, catches the Ari. Look at Kellen pushing them out. Meanwhile,
yeah, in the meantime, Canyon is just going to kill a Rel. Kingen's here, but Showmaker is going to come through as well. The Baron's going to get upset at the Aatrox. This might actually be Baron time, but no, the flash going to come out. Kingen will keep himself alive.
But the map control now goes to D+. I'm not sure which fight we'll be watching here. Okay, this is the
they caught Canyon.
Yeah, technically. Not really the case. So what happens here is Kingen won't get the chains and won't be able to hit the Q here. and just barely gets out here despite Baron being angry. Has to expend his flash.
And you know, they had a
give
mega
D plus credit for because it's something that they haven't been able to do. As I say that, it is going to be a bit of an engage onto Canyon. Not going to get stunned up here, and he's pretty tanky. Looks for a potential angle, but doesn't quite find the ultimate. Magnustorm comes in as well, and now they're down there. Poppy, Showmaker trying to get the autos in. Grizzly is so incredibly low, but Kingen grabs two. Cannon's kind of big, but it's not going to be big enough as the charm connects. $11 to 11 is the kill score. It feels very, very close. The Drakes versus the Gold, I guess you could say, is there's a flash pulverized. But Zeka is just going to be able to get himself out. They get a Paranoia for it. Unbreakable Will going to be there for Kellen to keep himself alive. And now the lights come back on again. D+. Yeah, Mega Cone does bring Canyon in. I don't know whether that's exactly where he wants to go, but he breaks the chains and now looks for a stun. Does get it onto King in here, who doesn't quite have the shield available. Canyon is incredibly low. It looks like this Baron will just go over to Humble Life Esports. Are they going to win the fight as well? Is the question. Is Def has the apotheosis, so much damage as everyone goes gold and everyone's down to a GA, and Showmaker's the one doing it. The GA is going to be popped from Def, but he'll come back alive. Okay, let's see. Kellen is going to move on over. Kingen gets himself back, and now Humble Life Esports want to deny this soul. They're not going to be able to do so, but can they find a fight here as Canna? He goes golden. Breaks that stopwatch. Kingen in the back of the pit. Diving forward is Zeka, but takes a lot of damage for it. And now Showmaker just dives onto him. And that is so much of their damage down. Viper gonna have to flash away because he was sharing the Acathian Rain with so many D+ members. He's unable to get the kill, and now it's Canyon. Steadfast presence in hand. Looking for the opportunity. Magnustorm from life used defensively as Zeka takes down the kill. Now it's Grizzly's turn to dive on in, but going in one by one is not how you win this. And the Nocturne will be taken out. Def gets so much health back as well.
From the Baron till the end of that play was that D+ were grouped and Honma Life win. And you can see here, Honma Life make the right call. They're like, let's finish the Baron, being the ult so they can't approach. And the King is like, wait, look how sick this damage is. But they're so scattered when they go for this engage. Already, 3 of the frontliners are either in stasis or in GA.
And look at Showmaker's health.
Yeah.
He's full health.
He's not touched.
Their health's going away.
He had to be the one being focused, and then a repeat here as well. It just feels like permanently D+ are clumped and able to defend the backline, and Honma Life Esports are just getting picked apart.
Yeah, I mean, Showmaker just carrying this game, and he came to this Worlds qualifier and said, I am going to Worlds because his performances yesterday on top of what we've seen from him today is just insane. We don't do MVPs for Worlds qualifiers, but right now he'd be the front runner because he is playing incredible League of Legends. And now Def here, so difficult to take him out. There's a GA that is procced, but there's no follow-up here. Grizzly wants to get on top of him and kill him.
That 11%.
We've all seen them make the opposite choices. Grizzly.
Yeah, Grizzly gonna have to flash here, but there's the flash. Heroic charge from Canyon, slows him down. There's the knock-up, and Showmaker grabs the jungler with 50 seconds until the Baron.
Is this side lane pressure here, this inhibitor, but D+ should be able to get this Baron.
Well, Kellen is gonna move on in, see what he can do to try and deal with Kingen, and he's going to headbutt Paul and find him. Def diving forward as well, and Kingen is just dead. Down to the GA, but I don't know whether he's going to last much longer, and this is another pick. This one, I think, means a whole lot more. I think we'll guarantee at least a Baron.
Unkillable and has that insane self-peel. You're dealing with the Poppy here as well.
Yeah, the Keeper's Verdict is going to be so incredibly important. Thankfully, there are Banshee's Veils, there are Edges of Night, but this Dragon is going down extraordinarily quickly. Kellen getting himself into the pit. There's the Hex Flash being charged. The Paranoia comes in. They're just... Oh, massive Magnustorm from life in the backline. Empress Divide is also huge. Apotheosis! It destroys them. It's Wombo versus Wombo. And D+ have found it. The Dragon getting in there as well. The Acathian Rain will take down the Crocodile, but somehow everyone else on D+ survives.
King and no flash, but
all
he's
right.
on the edge.
He got Elder. Huge shield from that Shifting Sands, and these Void Seekers are scary, but Grizzly, he's running for the hills, and I think this is almost the end of the game.
And look at the damage Def did there. 6.5k most in his team. The composition.
On life, they had no choice but to opt into it. The Elder was taking down. They had to look for something, but they're going to come up empty, and it looks like D+ should be able to push themselves to match point.
Yep, 6 items on depth now. As
And then the wave stack. They've won the end now.
Yeah, they're going to look for it. And Keeper's verdict is going to be a little bit of a short one because there's a fountain there. They're going to annihilate these turrets, though. And look at all of them just diving on top of King. And the Nexus erupts. And match point goes to D plus Kia. They are 1 game away from the World Championship.
기다려. 나
아,
8점.
끝은-
천천히.
어.
천천히 끝내. 천천히 끝내.
나 빙글빙글 돌릴게 공으로.
나 바로. 카이사 W만. 피했다. 아, 됐다. 8초. 나 존에 있으니까 치를게. 앞라인 쪽 그냥 볼게 나 이거.
나 카이사 날릴 테니까 타워쳐. 날렸어. 야 타워. 2명 왔어.
아, 천천히 봐.
나 아직
이제 타워 치러. 타워. 나이스. 캐리 감사해요.